Son shit, y'all ready?
I hope y'all are. This episode is about the first black female to win an Olympic medal, gold medal. Matter of fact, Alice Coachman. Yeah, this is what we do. I threw this in the cut for a minute because I knew that the DNC was coming. That's all about Kamala. So, it's like, yo, let's pull back on this. Throw it out there. Get it popping for that. Because, yeah, that DNC thing. Oh, my God. Where do we begin? Let's begin with the basics. Trump is in trouble. This was a beautiful solidarity moment. The theme for last night was gun control. And they never really talked about it until last night. It was brought up last night. Kamala did her acceptance speech. She told the world, because she's catching on that Trump is basically just feeding off of social media. She's like, I know y'all watching. I want to let y'all know it's not about parties, it's about the whole country. Which was really the whole thing. The whole theme of the DNC was relatability, and Kamala is for the people. You know what I'm saying? They said her first words were the real words. The words that defined her. Kamala Harris for the people. I'm laughing because I get that. I understand what that is a beautiful sentiment. But I also know that's what you say when you're a lawyer for the DA. That's how that sentence comes off. And it was brilliant to take those first comments that are always made. You know what I'm saying? So-and-so for the people. So-and-so for the state of so-and-so. You know what I'm saying? She said for the people. Representing the people. Then you take that and you make that the theme. They made that the theme. Hey, killed it. And what I also love is people went out of their way, and I say it that way, to still give you, here is a black woman, here is a Indian woman. Let's stop trying to play this game. You know what I'm saying? Tim Waltz was the night before. Great speech. One of the wild parts is Ann Coulter being Ann Coulter. Crack jokes on us on your man's son. And it's like, yo. I mean, and here's the wild part. Not knowing anything about my man's son, I'm sitting here going, yo, every time they threw the cameras on him, like, yo, my man is way too emotional. Like, yo, like the football coach and winning the state joint 1-0, my man is he is crying. Why are you crying? Ain't no crying in baseball. Buck up. Yo, my man is teary-eyed. He's so emotional. Then finding out my man has autism, nonverbal, you know what I mean? It's like, oh snap. You know what I'm saying? Okay, I got you. I feel you. Love is love, though. You know what I'm saying? The other side of it was I respected the love he had for his father. I just was like, as a grown man, I'm like, that's a lot of tears, son. That's way too many tears. But then when you find out what it is, you're like, I'm gonna fall back. Common sense, fall back. This is what makes the Republicans. This is what, you know what I'm saying? These are the small little things that make you go, even if I agree with everything that they say, small stuff like that. It's the stuff like that make you go, I can't ride with y'all. It's that kind of stuff that makes you go, Anyway, he says a great thing. He's talking that talk, I'm talking about Tim Waltz. And he's doing that joint. And it's so real, you know what I mean? It's real, it's authentic. That's one thing I will say about these speakers for the DNC. Some of them were yeah, you could tell speaking is not their thing. You know what I'm saying? Like the family and the friends and a couple of politicians that, you're like, the concept of speaking in that setting is uncomfortable. Then there's others who took to the stage and was like, oh, I'm about to give y'all a 2004 moment. You know what I'm saying? Salute to Obama. It's wild that, like, when you think about that was 20 years ago. You know what I'm saying? Like, not trying to get away from the moment, but everybody wants that moment. There were people who was trying to give you that moment, like, this is gonna be that Obama moment, son. Yeah, 2024, I'm gonna give it to you raw. Yeah, like something you've never seen before. Or maybe if it do resemble Obama. I was about to hit him with the hammer. I'm playing around. Anyway, it was just dope. It was dope. It was cool seeing this. Everybody, like I said, there was a thing of her being relatable. Her defending in all costs, whether as a little girl, as a prosecutor, you know what I'm saying? Her going after drug cartels, you know what I'm saying? Like that stuff that you have to, by the way, leave out. You can't be the Republicans and go, then she went against the drug cartels. That's in her favor. You can't be the person out here bigging her up like, yeah, son, she goes in like that. It's what it is. And I like the little jabs that they took. And I'm not talking about the stuff Obama and Michelle was talking about. I'm talking about the fact that they kept letting you know things were in progress. Trump was behind the scenes. His people were behind the scenes. Republican politicians were behind the scenes going, no, let's sabotage Biden's attempts to do things to make Biden look bad. That's party politics. You're trying to sabotage the whole party and keep the country down. And I'm saying that also because I'm out here in Ohio. So there's a dude, Sheldon Brown. And they're like, Sheldon Brown he's part of the Bidenomics, or whatever, however they're trying to phrase it. There's these commercials talking about inflation is crazy. 4 years ago, the prices were different. I can't afford to do this and do that. And it's like, wow, I agree. Then, on the same note, there's these Brown commercials where he's trying to stop shrinkflation. He's trying to stop inflation. He's doing what he can on his end for Ohioans, by the way. This is all Ohio politics. And shrinkflation is a real thing. It is look, I keep telling y'all, what is it? Glade and Gatorade are my number 1 and number 2 examples of the concept of shrinkflation. Gatorade, I keep telling y'all, Gatorade for the longest was 97 cents. For the longest. 99 depending on your store, 95 depending on your store. It definitely wasn't a buck. And if it was a buck, it was a buck. And then, your little tax. All of a sudden, after COVID, the bottles, the canister got bigger, the liquid got less. If you shook the joint, you were like, oh, this ain't the same. This ain't this. It sounded like it got less in it than it did the first time. Like, what was up with that? Bottles got bigger, you got less of whatever it is that's inside of it. $3 for the most part now. $3 got less. Canister got bigger. Gatorade. Again, for most of my adult life, the single big fat juggy jug joint of Gatorade was never more than $1. Never more than $1. You know what I'm saying? It would fluctuate. Sometimes it was 79 cents, 89 cents, 99 cents. You know what I'm saying? Maybe just $1. But it was never over $1. All of a sudden, and this is kind of even pre-COVID. This is like right there before COVID really got popping. You looked up one day and they had the smaller bottles. These bottles weren't the fat joints anymore. They slimmed down. They went out here and got lipo. However many ounces it used to be, they took about like 7 ounces off of it and threw 50 cents on top of it. Shrinkflation. You know what I'm saying? That's what we're talking about. We're talking about that kind of thing. You know what I'm saying? Where it's obvious. I can see y'all done tampered with the size of this joint and y'all done threw some more money on it. That kind of thing. The fact that you have fruit, snacks, potato chips, popcorn bags, and all of these things that are like, yo, this is this. But for $2-3 more, you can get this, the healthier version, supposedly, and it looks the same. You taste them, and it tastes the same. You know what I mean? Like, what was the difference? Like, you might as well have just either raised the price or kept it the same price and told nobody that y'all just got healthier. I'm not tasting the difference. But you're telling me for $2-3 more, I can get this version and just assume that you're telling the truth, that it is what it is. Shrinkflation. My man was out here trying to stop shrinkflation. The Republicans were like, we want to damage your reputation so much that we're not going to look out for the betterment of the country. Y'all remember what I was talking about when Trump did his acceptance speech? He was going to get rid of the anti-inflation bill. That don't work for him, brother, like Hulk Hogan. That don't work for me, brother. And the crowd clapped. I don't know if they heard the word anti and just assumed it was something else, or it was just the fact that it was something that Democrats did, and they're so against the Democrats that this man said, I am going to get rid of the anti-inflation bill so they can't keep trying to raise prices on our stuff. And the crowd clapped. That's what and like I said, that was the cool theme about this week, that they're going, we need to unify this division amongst parties, this political war, this ideology war, this internal civil war that is only on one party. There's only one party looking for this symbolic civil war. The rest of the country is like, y'all complaining about the same things we're complaining about. Why don't we hold the politicians accountable, no matter what party they're a part of? Nah, that ain't what we doing over here. Again, reasons why I just can't get down. You know what I'm saying? Things like that. But that's all this was about. When they stepped on stage and they spoke, that was what it was about. Now, Hillary Clinton took shots. Hillary Clinton went in. Hillary Clinton was going in. Like, yo, she was throwing them joints at people. You know what I'm saying? Everybody else was kind of, there were some people who threw their joints out there who was like, no, I'm targeting them. But everybody didn't do that. Salute to the Obamas. That night, oh my God. That night, and here's the wild part, they were not the keynote they weren't the keynote people. They were the people who would just come in and give their remarks and do that. This was like watching, I can't even put it in words. This was watching get great. Like, they literally were elevating each other. It was like Michelle Obama came out first and she talked that talk. And salute to J.D. Vance. I know people don't know. A lot of people don't know that J.D. Vance actually had a thing in the New York Times or the New York Post where he was talking like, yo, we really needed, like, my party should have given a little more respect to Obama. This, like, you know what I'm saying? We don't have to agree with a lot of stuff that he was doing, but he was doing great things. The stuff that he achieved in his life to get to where he got to, it's remarkable. And when you hear that, not only is it just about him, it's about his family. To listen to Michelle Obama in Chicago, that's the other thing. These are people in Chicago. They're in Chicago. They're at home. Telling you, life. You know what I'm saying? They took shots at Trump too, but their shots were like, yeah, They painted a picture that we all relate to. When I say we all, I'm not saying black people. People of diversity. Whether it's financial, whether it's racial, whether it's sexuality, sexual preference, you know what I'm saying, gender. To hear them speak from the point of, this is, you know what I'm saying, go out here and be the best person that you can be, make changes, speak up when you see injustice. That's what we all try to strive for. Go out here and be the best version you can be. Go out here and try to make the country better. By that definition, your community. Let it spread out. Let it pay it forward. You know what I mean? And it's just like, yo, this is dope. Obama comes in. Barack Obama comes in. I gotta start saying that, because some people, you be like, they say they literally think Obama is like the first name. You say Obama, they just assume that that's the first name. Like, how many people actually say Barack Obama? Except for like Trump, when he's trying to be real ignorant and sting on something. But anyway, and I'm not gonna talk about this crowd size thing. That's I'm above that. The fact that he took the time to tell you about his mother-in-law and his grandmother, two totally different people, two totally different backgrounds, but the same energy. And that's, again, things that make us relate. They were women of a time where you were supposed to just run around barefoot in the kitchen. You know what I mean? Get pregnant. Don't say much. Don't be seen, not heard. You know what I mean? Know your role. Just play your part and do it well. Don't, you know what I mean? Don't you raise your voice. Raise them kids. You know what I mean? That. And he understood that. And he's talking and he's speaking and he's telling you these two different women had similar goals, and that were to make sure that the generations after them would have it better, would see things better, would maneuver easier than they did. Unification. This country just doesn't like, and I don't want to say it the way it sounds. Like, it sounds like I'm saying there's a whole party that it's not that. It's not that at all. It's just America is we're very my world, my point of view. I can't, you know what I'm saying, get down. And then when we do find those similar things that we can agree on, what happens is we won't focus on what we agree on, but we'll hyperbolically turn to amplify up, make sure that you know what it is we don't agree on. At the end of the day, we agree on so much more than we don't agree on. We agree inflation needs to be put to rest. We got to do something about that joint. Pay needs to be better. We need to figure out what to do for our education system to make sure that our children and their children can compete on the global scale. You know what I'm saying? That's just real. We need to figure out how to make sure farmers and not big corporations buying up farmland like Gates, like the boy from Amazon and all of them, Walmart, all of these people who are buying up farmland and holding it hostage. Farmers can get this stuff jumping. Figure out how to get businesses on a local level back and thriving. We're all thinking that. Infrastructure, fix these bridges, fix these roads, do things. Let's make things happen again on a local level. We all want that. Housing prices need to come down. You know what I'm saying? Rent needs to be put held accountable. Like, hold on, whoa. Y'all going up on this rent, but for what? Y'all ain't did nothing else. Like, these are still the same small cramped up apartments with the same amenities. Like, yo, Y'all ain't did nothing. This joint was $700 when I came up in here like 6 years ago. Then y'all telling me I got to pay $1,400, and I'm looking around like, what's different? You know what I mean? We all agree that these are things that need to be handled. We all do. What happens is somebody goes, they ain't pro-Israel. They want to get rid of our guns. They all about that abortion. You know what I mean? That's the stuff. They out here putting tampons in bathrooms. There's a whole, I forgot which country it is. I need to look it up. But there's a country that's just giving away tampons. It's not a thing that you buy anymore. It's free. You know what I'm saying? They're free because, first of all, it should be free. That's one of those things, like the concept of tampons should be free. Let's just be real. Like, that's something that women will go through for a good portion of their lives. To spend money on that is ridiculous. You know what I mean? But it's a big business in America, so America isn't going to do that. That's what I'm saying. That's the part of the game that we get caught up on. We all know where the problems are. It's just, if it doesn't affect me, I don't care. If that's the point, that if there's a point where we disagree, I don't even want to agree with you anymore. Like, I'm gonna just turn my back on the whole thing. One party wants to basically hinder the correct course. Like, one party wants to hinder the progressive movement of the country because they're not in charge, or their party isn't the face of the country as far as president goes. So we'll sabotage this country and then blame that other side so you can vote them in. That is where we are right now. Obama even said it himself. He was like, you notice what happened? It stopped being called Obamacare once everybody started realizing how good it is or how it works. Because I mean, depending on, and here's the thing, depending on what state you're in, it works. It's already been proven. There are states who are doing this Affordable Care Act and everything's good. There are other states where it's still, there's a lot of to it. That's one of those things where state by state has to figure out where the glitches are and fix it. What's messed up and put a band-aid on it. What's going on and try to, you know what I mean, troubleshoot on that joint. Everybody's not doing that. So yeah, same thing with jobs. Like, remember when we was all like, they would go, oh, unemployment is this, unemployment is going down, and you knew homies that ain't had no job. Like, ain't out here. That's how the world is. And that's what I mean. We look at we listen to news or politicians give you an overall view, and then we go, but what about me? And only when it feels like it's okay to talk that overall talk, that's it. Remember when people were dying for COVID? Everybody all of a sudden became mathematicians. Oh man, on the average, that's like 2%. Man, that ain't enough people to just make me not stop going to work. That ain't enough people to make me to be shutting down the professional sports leagues and stuff like that. That ain't enough for y'all to be out here going, don't nobody go to the movies and restaurants no more. Man, y'all chicken, y'all scared. Selective it's selective drink, man. It is what it is, son. If it's your time, it's your time. And you're just like, yo, imagine saying that to the people who've lost somebody. Because somebody coughed on them. That person who coughed on them or coughed in their area might have got nothing more than a little asthma, lost the breath, coughing, and doo-doos. Had the doo-doos, that was it. They coughed, and couldn't get the air they needed, and died. Explain that to that person, how your numbers mean much more than the lives that are actually lost, that they are impacted by. That's what I mean. Our country, we're always caught up in this weird divisive thing. You know what I mean? Like we're wild. And even when even when you come to your boy who shot at Trump, everybody stopped short of talking about the gun. The Republicans stopped real short. They were like, we can't really keep complaining about son. So they just shifted gears and then they started talking about the security. It was the security's fault all of a sudden that a guy had a gun in the right to carry state, chilling. You know what I mean? That was his. It's the security's fault because we can't talk about the guns. We can't talk about the guns. You know what I mean? You got Alex Jones having to pay a lot of money for frequently going on his radio show, his YouTube channel, and all the other platforms and things that he does, telling you that Sandy Hook was fake. It's not real. You know what I'm saying? We can't. It's the stuff that we can't agree on that keeps us from riding. You know what I mean? We can't get together because we're so busy focusing on what we don't agree on versus what we do agree on. And then that goes back to what the DNC was doing. The DNC was trying to be inclusive, we have a lot more in common than you know. Don't let these small little things be the reason that we can't come together. And I thought it was brilliant. I thought it was great. We need that. We need more of that. You know what I'm saying? And if Harris becoming president is the start of that, because there's only 3 ways this can go. Trump is going to lose and cause mayhem for at least the first year and a half. Trump is going to lose. You're not going to really hear anything about him, but it's going to be the racist and the sexist that's going to be a problem for most of her first term, because I'm pretty sure she'll get reelected. Her first term. And I know that because I lived through Obama. And if y'all remember how Obama was, it was a whole bunch of people were telling you a million things that they weren't going to do because of small stuff. I don't know. I don't think he was really born here. Okay, all right. But you was already in the military anyway. And now you're saying you're not going to deploy because he ain't your president. Remember, that was the talk. Remember, he's not my president. Not my president. That's where all of that kind of talk started. That was where that momentum picked up at. Back when Obama became president. He's not my president. Okay. So I'm expecting that when she becomes, if that, you know what I'm saying? And then there's the third thing. The third thing is the thing that you want. We've wanted ever since every president and this whole divisiveness was ever around. And that is the unification of our country. True unification of our country. You know what I mean? You mess up. We hold you accountable. We hold them accountable. We hold everybody who had something to do with it accountable. Hillary Clinton lost to Barack Obama, not so much because it was his time to shine, but because she voted on invading Iraq. He didn't. That was a big deal back then. What was your stance on invading Iraq? He was like, I'm against it. She was like, let's go. Both parties back then were like, yeah, let's go. Democrats and Republicans had that in their mind. Yeah, let's do this. Then you found out, which was always one of those things where we were confused. Hold on. What's Saddam Hussein got to do with 9/11? How did we just switch gears like that? Hold on, whoa. Nah, we ain't supposed to be invading them. We supposed to be trying to figure out we supposed to be trying to get the people who did this. Y'all out here doing something else. Nah. Ain't worried about them weapons of mass destruction. They apparently had no intentions on using them. We never found them because they never existed. You know, you just don't dismantle them joints like that. You definitely don't destroy them. You know what I mean? So, but that was our country. That was our country. We were so against that man. Then that turned into being where there were a group of people who were so against Trump. And remember that they did the thing with the women running around with the hats that looked like vaginas for 2 summers, you know what I mean? And then stop. That's what I mean. If you can endure the cornball protest, by year 2 it just dies down. You know what I mean? But we have to figure out how to unify this country. And it's not up to her, it's up to us as people to go, yo, let's see where this goes. Let's see how this works out. And when you start to see which politicians are willing to vote against things, because you best believe she's gonna be like, yo, we need to raise these minimum wages, we need to cut back on this inflation, we need to lower these mortgages and the rent, we need to do this, we do this. And you see these Republicans or Democrats, depending on what state these people are in, going, nah, we ain't doing that. Those are the people that you need to vote out when midterm comes. You need to keep a list of, these are the people who said no, and get them up out of here. That's what you're supposed to do, no matter what the party is. They said no to trying to make America livable. Get up out of here. We got to, no. Boot to butt out the door. That's what I'm saying. We got to do that. We have to do that. You know what I mean? Anyway, before I go any further, I got to say this, because we going to get to Alice Coachman. I got to say this, though. Social media, the need to be seen or heard, and not, I want to also we have to specify that, and not have anything worth listening to is mind-blowing. And I say that because you got these two brothers, Speed and Kai. Both, like I said, these are two dudes who are famous in their perspective, in their preferred fields. I'm thinking Twitch or whatever. Not my brand of whatever, like not my brand of thing. You know what I mean? Like I said, I usually watch and listen to people who are saying something that pertains to me. Like, if, you know what I mean? You talking sports, you talking politics, you talking music. You know what I'm saying? You talking movies or something like that. I probably, you know what I mean? But just to be like, yo, this is the game, and then just goof off. Like, I can barely take listening to academic. You know what I mean? Like, because to me, academic is that's just a whole nother thing. But what I'm saying is, you're not bringing enough to the table to make me go, yo, let me check these dudes out. But they're famous. Don't get it twisted. These dudes are known. These dudes are dudes. Need to be famous and take things on a higher level and continuously try to not bore your viewers. It's crazy. There's a point where these two dudes are in the shower, and the whole point of is like, yo, don't drop the soap, or yo, don't get close to me. Nah, man, why you all up on me? You know, and I'm seeing people go, man, y'all got homophobic. If y'all thinking about this the wrong way, y'all just homophobic and this and that. But for the most part, most people are saying the same thing I'm saying. Has it gotten to the point that whatever you're providing has been that stale that this is now where you're at? You know what I mean? This is what we're doing now. You have to do this to get the, you know what I mean, to keep people watching. Like, yo, they really want to know where you're gonna go next with this. And I think it's something wrong with that. There's a lot wrong with that. You know what I mean? Like, that's not an age thing. That's not an old head talk. That's just you know what I mean? Like, at some point you're just like, yo, Just do you. I mean, like, that goes back to you're probably not providing informative stuff. Like, you need the celebrities to come through. It's not all about you anymore. Like, you gotta really, you know what I mean, get to boost them joints up now. Like, it ain't good anymore. What's the next? You know what I mean? And I always felt like that's the same thing with these OnlyFans broads. Like the sitting there being cute and jiggling. All right, that was cute 2 months ago. What you got for me now, mama? Okay, check this out. I'm gonna show you a little bit. You see that? You see that little bit? Okay, that was cute a month ago. What you got for me now, mama? I'm gonna do these things right here. Alright, yeah, that's cute, but what you gonna do for me now, mama? Then, you know what I mean? It go from just being cutesy to actually engaging in crazy joints for the money and the views. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, you really had nothing of substance. Because I see people who have something to talk about or something that they're doing, and people just go back to, I'm going back to check this out. Like, yo, okay, what they talking about now? Okay, what they doing now? Word, they cooking? I wonder what they gonna cook now. Okay, word, this dude builds joints from scratch. I wonder what he working on. Oh, they have a political view, whether I agree with it or not. I want to hear what they saying. Oh, they talking about movies. They talking about behind the scenes stuff. I wonder what the jump off is. Oh, they really into their finance game. What's up with the finances? What should I be looking to invest in or pull it away from? Like, what we talking about? That. You know what I'm saying? And I think when your game is nothing more than now, I just sit here, I joke around, we goof off, and I do goofy stuff. It is what it is. Like, social media, the need to be seen is crazy. And I say that coming from my perspective, because I get people going, yo, I like what you do. You need to promote it, man. You need to do this. You need to get the pow, get your joints up, man. Yo, you know, if you did it like this, you be here. I'm like, dude, for one, I ain't really got that kind of time. Two, I just don't get into it like that. I like to create and fall back. You know, I like to do things and fall back. Like you know what I mean? It is what it is. But then you see stuff like, what's the Spanish Kid? Like, the Spanish Kid, like Saturday Night Live even did a parody of him. You know what I mean? He's messing with people at the mall, or not the mall, at the Targets and all of this and that, and the third. And you know it's not real. You know, it can't be real. Same thing, like I'm seeing on my timeline lately, this thing where I don't know if it's the same brother, but they all look alike at this point to me. Where they're like, yo, they got the PS5 or they got the jewelry on and they're around somebody and they're like, yo, let me hold that. Let me, you know what I mean? Oh, no, man, it's fake, it's a prank. I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. I'm gonna keep it really real with y'all. As a teenager, I was one of them dudes. I was part of that. I was out here wilding. I was really out here wilding. So when I see videos with these pranks, I know it's fake because I know real people, male and female, that will you know what I'm saying? That will light you up. Think about, you'll see these, like, again, I'm talking about my timeline. I'll see these and then I'll see fights. Like outright fights, that people who fight over something as crazy. I saw some people in a Walmart fight for nothing more than the reason of somebody was trying to put a whole shopping cart full of stuff at the self-checkout line. Oh man, you gonna try to do all that at the self? Man, go ahead, man. Why don't you get in the real line, man? I get where I want to get, and the fight broke out. Won't no pranks played on nobody. Won't none of that old stuff where they faking on the phone and they talking slick about somebody around them. Nah. The person in front of them had real groceries, had a shopping cart full of stuff in the self-checkout line, and the person behind them had like 3 items and was wigging out. Like, yo, nah. For real, dog, you about to, nah. Fight breaks out. 10-minute fight. I saw the whole video. 10-minute fight. That's what I'm saying. That's how I know the joints ain't real. People are fighting over what you got in your basket and how time consuming it is in their heads. Like, to me, I think you taking up too much time, even though there's like 6 lines, 6 spaces. You just took up one of the spaces, and I could have easily just waited for space 1, 2, 3 on one side or 4, 5 on the other side to get done and just zoom in. But nah, I'm bugging out because I can't believe that you got this shopping cart full of stuff. Man, how dare you disgrace what it is to be on the self-checkout line. Man, I gotta throw hands with you. They throwing hands. They throwing hands over somebody's shopping cart full of stuff in the self-checkout line. But you got dudes out here throwing buckets on people, knocking people down, and the most you get is, oh man, who did that? Oh, you need to stop playing. Nah. It goes down in real life. You know what I mean? It goes down in real life. That's how you know the joints be fake. But it has the need to elevate it and try to get, and there's always new ways to do it. Cause before it wasn't the stuff like, yo, I'm out here asking, hey yo, with the I walked up on some dudes with the jewels on and talking about, yo, which direction to get the XYZ, and I'm shining on these dudes, I'm stunting on these dudes right now, and they just chilling like it ain't no thing. Cause either one or two things happen. They are or they aren't wolves. You know what I mean? That's just how it is. They're in get you mode or they're chilling. So if they're in get you mode, there's no, oh, it's a prank. It's over, son. We got everything. We'll find out how real it is when we take it to where we're gonna take it to. We're gonna find out. But it's over. There's no playing around. You know what I mean? Dude, it's no stopping once it gets started. You know what I mean? All that, the phone, my man got the phone right there. The most that's going to be is evidence. And then when they come up and roll up on us, we go, oh, no, we was part of the prank. We just felt like this should be our payment. Yeah, no, we was in on it. There was their word against your word. See, I'm real about this. I was out there. That's how you play that off. Oh, no, we was in with the prank. We in on it. Yeah, we in on it. We was like, yo, you need to pay us, though. And then he was talking about he ain't gonna pay us. You know what I'm saying? When it was over, we was like, yo, so we just kept the joints. No, it ain't. Yeah, that's what we said. Now it's a bunch of them versus the 2 or 3 of them. Police is gonna be like, yo, well, we'll just confiscate it and you guys take it to court. Goes to court. Again, it's whose word versus who word. And guess what will happen if it goes to court? Those people pulling the prank gonna end up having to come out their money, out their pockets, and pay them dudes who jacked them for them jewels, who jacked them for that PS. Why? Because all I got to say is, man, I was part of the prank. I'm in on it. But then I'm like, yo, you gonna give me my money? And then he like, nah, man, because it was too rough, it was too hard, it looked too real. Oh, then I'm keeping this then. I'm gonna use this as my payment. And then we gotta go to court. You can't prove that we're not the, you know what I mean? I'm gonna get something. And then when they go, how much was he talking? I'm gonna just throw out random numbers. You know what I'm saying? About like 700. It don't even matter. That's you know what I'm saying? That's $700 more that I didn't have. Boom, give him his 700. Give me my 700. And my man's. No, that wasn't a piece. That wasn't one big bulk and we split it. That was a piece. Oh, we all coming up $700 more. We gonna eat. We gonna be all right. Ta-da. That's how I know the real versus the fake. Y'all out here playing. real goonies are gonna goon. You know what I mean? Stop trying to get people's attention on this. It's not even it's not even interesting to me. Like I said, there's my guilty pleasure is watching fights, street fights, whether it's two old men huffing and puffing over a beer, you know what I'm saying? Whether it's somebody out here grinding too much on somebody's man, and then shorty gotta go hard and bust in the face. Whether it's some old you said, some he said, she said, they said this. I done see you in person. There was on like popcorn, what pop, blah 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 blah, all over the place. You know what I mean? That's my guilty pleasure. Why? Because I am no longer in that lifestyle anymore. I am no longer in that world. I am now an observer. I am not a participant no longer. So every once in a while, when I feel like being grimy and gritty, I pull up street fights. Yeah, son, they just got off the school bus and threw hands. I ain't gotta be there. I don't need to be around it. I'm just watching it on my phone. Going, oh man, whoever's taking this video sucks. Like, man, just hold the phone, son. What is that, your pocket? Am I looking at somebody's feet while the crowd is going, ooh, what are you holding? Put the phone back up, man. That's all. That's it. That's it. But I know the life. I can, you know what I mean? Watching these dudes do this stuff, I'm like, ooh, nah, you wouldn't have survived where I'm from. You would have been got where I'm from. That stuff where they be out here leaving the car door open and somebody just tries to oh man, hold on, dog, it's a brink. Car gone. That's it. Car gone. We're gonna drive it up the spot, throw the license plates to the side and keep it pushing. You know what I'm saying? Get someplace else and start trying to find out if there's a tracker on it and keep it pushing. You know what I'm saying? Catch up with somebody and use one of their old 30-day tags. What's going to happen? The police going to stop you. And police barely stopping anybody with 30-day tags now, with expired 30-day tags now. I don't know why, but that seems to be a thing. So I'm going to be straight. I've been there, done that. Look, I know a lot of y'all listening, y'all might not be in the same realm that I once navigated through. But then there gonna be some listeners who know exactly what I'm talking about, and they're gonna be like, "Yep, he ain't lying. That's how it's gonna go down. That's how it would go down. There's no stopping. There's no slow mo. No, dog. It ain't no looking around and creeping and getting in slowly. Nah. It's zoom right out there. Boom. It's on and pop up the street. You know what I mean? Go through your joint. Take what I think is valuable. Up the street. That's it. You know what I mean? Like, they might find you, look, if I find some stuff that's valuable, I'll roll that joint to the chop shop real quick. Pop, get paid. By the time they find your car, it's over. You for a prank. Then you look stupid telling the police, you know, I ain't know who that was. Usually I try to do it with somebody I know, and the person I know, he didn't get there fast enough. This dude got there. Because another thing you notice when you watch these videos, there's never really anybody around. You know what I mean? Like, there's really never a lot of people around. Like, how y'all, like, you know what I mean? So that's how you also know it's fake. You know what I mean? Ain't no way in the world you gonna be out here like, yeah, son, I got a backpack full of, a see-through backpack with some money, or I got a backpack and then my bag fell out on the floor, on the ground, and it's just that one or two people. Nah, son, it's a fight at that point. It's a get down at that point. Oh, hold on. What? Ooh, that's a grip. He out here dropping money. They flooding that aisle. What are you talking about? Yeah, it's fake. It's fake, son. But anyway, I just had to get that out of my system, because these people who are so into being seen, it's just, and again, I have nothing against it. I am not saying I'm against it. What I'm saying is, at what point do you hit your level? You know what I'm saying? There's a phrase that I'm glad. I think somebody during the DNC said it, and I was like, I remember hearing that myself. You know what I'm saying? Don't think about what you will do, but know what you won't do. You might not know what you will do, but you better know what you won't do. You know what I mean? And that's my thing. I don't think a lot of these dudes, females, who are so caught up in the hype of being seen, have found, do they know where their ceiling is? Do they know where it's like, oh, I'm not going past that door? You know what I'm saying? I don't think they do. And I'm hoping some of them do, because then you'll be out here like them Island boys. Y'all remember them Island boys like a year or so ago? They're out here tongue kissing. I thought they was brothers. You know what I'm saying? They tongue kissing for views. You know what I'm saying? Because just singing and being high and drunk wasn't enough. Now they needed to take it up to that next level. So then they out here kissing. Word had it, they probably did. There was video of them somewhere doing far much more than kissing for views. You know what I mean? That's all I'm saying. Let's. Anyway, this is this episode. Alice Coachman. Thank y'all for rocking. East Coast, West Coast, worldwide, lost boys. Probably lost a lot of y'all when y'all like, this dude was hood the whole time. No. Yeah. I told y'all, man. Look, education, the knowledge of self, the love of self, and education does a lot for a person. And I say this before I get ready to go. I am proud to say a good portion of everybody I grew up around are productive adults. They are productive. They have jobs. There's stability. You know what I mean? They you know what I mean? Because there's brothers who be out here in their 40s and 50s and 60s still hanging out on the block doing young boy stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't even be the OG no more. You just that old dude hanging out with these young boys sunning them. Like, yo, go to the store and get me a liquor. Go to the store and get me a 40 ounce. And then, you know, keep the change to a grown man. A grown man who got kids around your age, got grandkids around your age, sunning you. You know what I mean? Out here singing and doing all kind of goofy stuff. You know what I mean? That is what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? Luckily, in my life, for my group of people that I know of, that I grew up with, everybody got jobs. Everybody doing straight. Everybody is moving perfectly. Everybody got a roof over their heads. Everybody is you know what I mean? That it's good. So it's like, when I speak about what I used to do, I say it not to brag. I say it as a badge of honor, like, this is where we are now. This is where I am now. There's a lot of people that didn't get to make it past that. You know what I'm saying? Whether death or being locked up. There's a gang of us who have. You know what I'm saying? And this isn't one of those things where I go, all praise due to Jesus or Allah, any of that. Whatever your religion is, that's your religion. Whatever, if it was nothing more than, I can't end up like them, scared straight, because scared straight happens on the street too. Ain't nothing crazier than when you see a dude who used to be that dude who ain't that dude no more, hanging out with the homeless crackheads. And you're like, oof, I don't know what his path was, but I ain't going down that joint. That's where we are. You know what I mean? Everybody know people like that. Like, that's just what it is. But anyway, thank y'all for listening. East Coast, West Coast, worldwide, Lord's boys, you know how we do how we do to the bin, worldwide is to the East Coast, West Coast, worldwide, to the Jeeps, Benzes, and Bens. I don't know. To all my ladies and my men's, keep your head up. Yeah. a whole salute to the Lost Boys, Mr. Cheeks. Rest in peace to Freaky Ty. Let's get into what we do though. Yes, yes, yes. As y'all can hear, it's Saturday, Saturday, Saturday. It's that Saturday, Saturday. It's that Saturday, Saturday. And I'm glad to say, keep it popping, keep it pushing, keep it moving. Gotta be like, oh my God, it's been proven. I don't really care. Everything I do be like, Boom. When you jump up, you get down and boogie boogie. You understand who it is with the boogie woogie. Don't be chillin', you be chillin', I be chillin'. Everybody got cold sweaters on for reallin'. Good guy or villain. Is he alive or did I kill him? Let me stop, cause look, gotta take it someplace where it should not go, cause this is what we do, this is how we get down. Yes, 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 we here, baby, we here. You know what I'm saying? One time for your mind. It's Saturday. Y'all can hear what we doing. We set it off with the Chloe joint with Anderson Paak. I still don't know how to say his name, but we set it off with that. We was going through some new stuff, some new Lucky Day, bunch of new joint. The guitar instrumental that I threw the Jay-Z over, new Jack White. Yeah, if y'all don't know about the White Stripes, I don't know what y'all talking about, but Jack White is that dude. Don't let the rock style fool you. My man know how to get it in. He a student of the game, for real. Which then brings me to what I'm about to say. You know what I mean? Word up, and that is, I don't know if y'all saw the breakdancing joint yesterday. The breakdancing joints, you know what I'm saying? I have yet to see the men's get down, but I did see the women's get down, and I'm gonna tell y'all, yes, it was not the best. And what I'm hearing is a lot of people out here hating on it. You know what I mean? You got people going, where the black people at? You got people asking all kind of crazy questions like that, like, yo, where the black peoples? Then, you know, where the Puerto Ricans? Ain't enough Americans. It's the Olympics, universal, global. And I don't, what's her name? Ragu. You know what I mean? The chick that's really getting caught up out here with the heat, because they bringing that to her. They bringing that heat to her. The shorty who was doing, I don't know what she was doing. You know what I'm saying? That joint where she was just hanging out on the ground, scooting, doing the spider weave and all that. Yeah, the white chicken from Australia. Yeah. It's wild. I feel like this though. If that's what you're using to go, this is garbage, I'm good with that. She was in last place. So yeah. You know what I'm saying? That's like when you see, like I said, I watch the Olympics. So when I see these people run, and these people have ran, and everybody done stop and start laying on the ground, and they breathing, and they looking up at the clock, and 2 minutes later there's somebody who was coming behind them running, and you go, yo, how did they make it? That's how they made it. You know what I'm saying? That's how that goes down. It's like, yo, how did you make it? It happens. You know what I mean? But they did have some dope chicks out there last night. I ain't gonna front yesterday. I ain't gonna front. The one chick I thought should have won gold or at least silver went bronze, because she was killing it. She did some moves that was nasty. The chick who won silver, I didn't even think she'd have even made it that far. You know what I'm saying? The chick who won gold, I could get that to her. It's dope, man. It's the culture. You know what I mean? Don't be like, I feel weird, like people who don't do this, who don't break dance, who never break danced, who never got down and get busy like that, they hating. You know what I'm saying? Then you get this whole, again, nationalism of blackness going, man, they taking stuff from us. Look, I'm old enough to remember the 2000s when the car commercial came on and the white girl was popping in the car and had the Kango on, and black people was like, oh, they still in our style. And I remember I used to check a lot of people like, yo, when's the last time you dressed like that? When's the last time you done something like that? When we go out, when's the last time you've been out and seen some chicks pop lock and seen some dudes pop lock? I'm just saying. You know what I mean? We dropped it, we left it alone, they picked it up, they ran with it. And at the end of the day, that's kind of what happened with breakdancing. The world picked it up and did what they wanted to do with it, put their own little twist to it. Now, shorty from Australia, that's a whole other thing still. That's just, if y'all, I know y'all done seen it. Y'all have had to seen it. It's the craziest joint. Salute to the Olympics, though, putting it on. And hopefully, it'll take 4 years for people. Because in my mind, I feel like there's two things happen. One thing was people didn't take it seriously enough to want to get into it. They're like, yeah, okay, yeah, how they gonna do that, man? Boo. Then they seen that these are real official people from across the globe who do these joints. And I'm a hip hop person, so I get the break contest like joints, the dance contest joints, the ciphers. I get them joints on my phone every once in a while on my timeline, so I'm there already. So you get them judges. It's like, okay, cool. Then the other thing was, I think people didn't really like want their creativity to be judged, because at the end of the day, that's what you're doing. You're judging somebody's creativity. Like I said, the shorty who won bronze, I thought should have got at least silver. God dang, I can't even pronounce the word. Silver. I'm a silver. Did I say it right that time too? See, look, silver. That's what happens when you're around the hood sometimes. You be like, yo, come back around the way. Get back around the way, all your words start not making sense. Yeah, man, I was going across the street the other day, man. Yeah, man, they straight up was telling me, nah, dog. Dang, like, people be looking at you like, what you doing? I don't even know no more. This just be so crazy. People be looking at you crazy. Like, bro, I'm no bro, big bro. What up, though? What it do, though? And then you out here. Then you just start throwing signs up. Deaf people is replying to you like you can speak their language, because you ain't in no gang, so you just throwing up anything. And they looking at you like cussing you out. You like, why did you say that to her? Huh? I was just, no. This what that meant was, oh, snap. My bad. Middle fingers universal. She just gave it to you and just walk off. But you know what I mean? But anyway, silver. You know what I mean? The chick who got the silver, I didn't even think she should have, like I said, but it's about style and what's creative. So the men did their joint today. After the show, I'm gonna definitely go up, let Legal Crime play, and watch these joints. Which, by the way, let me tell y'all what was really dope. Everybody out here focused on Snoop coming out and doing a thing. Scratch that. What was dope was, at the beginning of the breakdance battle, they played Gangstar's Battle. I know if you're listening, you're thinking to yourself, but y'all didn't understand how real that is. Gangstar Battle. At a battle. First of all, Gangstar. You don't understand how like when you start playing Gangstar music, you are telling these people that, yeah, we are really out here trying to understand and let y'all know that we are about that thing. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times we don't get that. But anyway, you know what I'm saying? Let's get back into what we know. We ain't getting back into what we do, because we still got a whole bunch of other joints to do. My bad. Yeah, we was out here tripping. I was right, keep it right, Anyway, let me get back. Oh, this is what we gonna do. Get it down like this. Take it from the top. We gonna take it from the top. My bad, y'all. I forgot what time it was. I'm just enjoying the groove. And this moment in Black history for all my people to see. I know I've been doing a lot of men for this Olympic thing, and I thought to myself, I need to do women. I have to do women. First of all, yes, you should always do women when you're a man, unless that's your thing, if that's your preference, you know, whatever, do you. Don't be rolling up here talking about a dog, and then you gonna get hurt, because don't quickly be like, nah, son, I don't do none of that. Anyway, that ain't the point. My point is, I felt like I need to salute the women. So I felt this is only right to get down for Alice Coachman, the first black woman to win an Olympic gold medal. Yeah. Born in Albany, Georgia. You know what I'm saying? This is what we talking about right here. She was out here doing a thing. She went to the Tuskegee preparatory school at the age of 16 and was offered a scholarship. You know what I'm saying? And while she was out there studying and doing things like that, she was maintaining and cleaning and doing her sports thing. She was really getting into what she was doing. She went to Albany State College receiving a BS you know what I'm saying, in home economics and a minor in science in 1949. Yeah, she became a teacher and a track and field instructor. You know what I'm saying? Now, she goes out here, gets into the Olympics, and it's like, yo, boom, what do you do? What do you do in 1952? How do you move in 1952? What? Yeah. Hold on, bring the beat back. Goes out here, becomes the first to get this joint jumping. She was actually even endorsed by Coca-Cola. You know what I'm saying? She was endorsed. Look, she had endorsements going on. She had endorsements coming in. You know what I mean? She was a celebrity. She got to meet Truman, the former First Lady, Eleanor Roosevelt. I don't know why I was going to call her something else. Roosevelt. She was out here living the life. She was out here doing her thing, because this is something that we never saw before back in those days. You know what I mean? So it's like, yo, this is real. And she was killing the game. Salute to her. And this is what I mean. This is what I'm saying when I talk about just the beautifulness of the culture. You know what I mean? So she goes out here. She does her thing. She gets to be that. You know what I'm saying? A party is thrown by Count Basie for her. This is how big of a celebrity she is, because this is what she's doing. Now, she wins the medal, my bad, y'all. She wins the medal in 1948. And it was presented to her by King George. Whoa. Yeah, look, y'all ain't understanding what I'm talking about right here. We out here rocking y'all. You know what I'm saying? This is what we do. This is how we get down. This is history. You know what I'm saying? So we gonna get back into this music. Please look this woman up. Had a great year. It was so wild that she didn't even know she had won the medal. They had to tell her she won the medal. It was like, no, you won. She's like, oh, snap, word. We've come a long way. The Olympics have come along. The Olympics have always been trying to be that progressive thing. People were doing other things. But salute to her. And we gonna get back into this music, man, and do what we do. Thank y'all for rocking with me. Word up. Let's get into what we do. Legal Crime Radio. Y'all already know Bing Nick, Black Caesar, live at the Oasis. Bing all of that up. You know what I'm saying? We everywhere. Everywhere. Let's go. Look, I ain't even gonna lie. I gotta stop doing the one joint. I gotta do two little inserts, interruptions, intermediate segments or something. Because when I do one, I'll be like grooving and I'm like, ooh, it's almost time to start. And ooh, it's 8 o'clock. My bad, y'all, my bad. Let's get into what we do and how we get up out of here. I ain't gonna hold y'all. Everybody got stuff to do. We got stuff to do. Life is a journey. Wind yourself, come thunder. Hey, yo, remember when y'all, and I wonder, do you know? Hey, that joint had, hey, yo, when you first heard that joint had y'all out here wildin'. But anyway, let's get ready to get up out of here and do what we do. No. I said I was about to be ready. Bring me back, 1, 2. From the top, like, they say you only live once. That's a lie. You only die once. So anytime that your God allows you to get out here and continue your journey, please show the world the best version of you. Y'all be safe. Peace.
This is a Soul of Art presentation.